All right, so DK Shivakumar, the man of the moment, the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, has just arrived just seconds ago here at Kaveri, the official residence of the Chief Minister. I want to go across to Imran, my colleague, who was there trying to get a soundbite out of DK. But no comments from DK Shivakumar as he enters this all-important breakfast meeting. Tell us what just happened. All right, Neha is there at DKS's residence from where he left about 5 minutes ago. Clearly, there is a celebratory mood amongst the supporters of DK. He just arrived here at the Chief Minister's residence a couple of minutes ago and did not say anything to the waiting media persons. You can see there's a massive jam that's been caused as a result of his convoy moving in. Neha, so there's a sense of, celebration, but they're also waiting and watching. I think everybody knows what the writing on the wall is, but the deal is never done until it's fully done.
Well, Zaka, there couldn't have been a better line to summarize the political state of affairs in Karnataka. While we've seen governments falling in Karnataka, we've seen, a flurry of activity. It's always been a highly politically charged state. What you said there, right in the end, it's not really done till it's done, stands even today as we're outside the Deputy Chief Minister's residence here. As, of course, there's celebrations breaking out, as there's sweets being distributed, as supporters here, of course, quite ecstatic at the fact that their leader, someone whom, of course, they've been following now for quite some time, is probably set to be taking over. It's really not certain until such time that breakfast meet ends, until such time that there's some clarity here, from, of course, the High Command or from the Chief Minister there formally announcing something.
Let me also go across to Imran, who was there. Imran, you tried to get a comment out of DK, but no words were forthcoming. Clearly, he doesn't want to speak to the media or jeopardize his chances in any form or fashion before that breakfast meeting where the announcement is expected that Siddaramaiah will step down.
Well, absolutely, Zaka. In fact, we've seen that so far DK has not commented. In fact, he doesn't want to jeopardize any chances as of right now. And with what we know that till is completely over, till Siddaramaiah formally submits his resignation, till that time he will not speak. This is what his supporters. In fact, he was the entire day in Delhi, and the entire Delhi media was, was in a hide and mouse game was playing on to find him, and he got completely incommunicado, even with his own friends and colleagues there in Bangalore. So the entire day they were not able to reach him, and now he had put up a plan that he'll come in the morning and hoodwink them, and came in the night. And so far he has not spoken to media. What we saw, as you rightly pointed out, he doesn't want to jeopardize his chances, so he wants to wait till it's finally over. Then he will speak, is what we're getting to. We saw that his car came in, rushed immediately inside. The media tried to get a response to him, but he didn't speak.
It's contrasting pictures, and I hope we can show this in two different windows. The mood outside the Chief Minister's residence here at Kaveri is a somber one. A bunch of his supporters have gathered outside. Some of them tried to raise slogans as well. I believe one of them even tried to block DK's convoy. That's not a particularly wise idea. And then you have contrasting pictures at DK's residence in Shivajinagar, just a couple of kilometers away from here, where already the celebrations seem to have begun. Sweets are being distributed. And why not? They have waited for this moment to make their leader, Mr. DK Shivakumar, the Chief Minister of Karnataka. It will all formally get consummated, if you will, inside the official residence of the Chief Minister over this breakfast meeting, which has now begun. There's a savory treat for all the guests, all the ministers, including masala dosa and kara baat and kesari baat and so on. So a sweet and savory mix. While it is clearly sweet for DK Shivakumar as well as his supporters, it is quite spicy for Mr. Siddaramaiah and his supporters. I also want to get a word in from Saumit, who's joining us from the KPCC, where a series of meetings have also happened. Mr. Surjewala is in town. He is, of course, the representative of the Central High Command. He had met Mr. Siddaramaiah yesterday as well. Is his role confined to overseeing and making sure that there is a smooth leadership transition? Because he's also not revealing his cards at all. He's playing it very close to his chest. Yesterday he said, we haven't even convened a CLP yet. We will let you know as and when that happens. He continues to maintain all these meetings are only for Rajya Sabha and for MLC elections.
Well, Zaka, that's right. It's big day for Karnataka, and he's not revealing his cards. He's not revealing any information when it comes to the transition of the top leadership. And it's very much clear that DK Shivakumar is ready to take over the chief minister position. And when it comes to Siddaramaiah, already all arrangements have been made. Like our colleagues were mentioning about Neha and Imran from the residences of chief minister and DK Shivakumar. And even yesterday we have tracked, we were tracking, Surjewala, and even we have posed questions to him about the change of leadership, top leadership, because it's difficult for the Congress party. It's not easy for them, choosing partner in Tamil Nadu or like choosing the leader in Kerala. So it's difficult for them to choose between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, because both are big faces. They'll because it was promised to DK Shivakumar that he will also be given the chief minister post. So today it is expected that Siddaramaiah will be resigning, and after that he will be tendering his resignation to the governor's office. Like governor has moved out, so as of now. So, but there is no change in plans, and Surjewala is expected to meet the chief minister and deputy chief minister. After that, it is expected that the chief minister will resign. Zaka, back to you.
Okay, I also want to go back to our guest, Mr. Rajagopalan, Syed Abbas as well. Mr. Rajagopalan, I mean, what has been happening in the southern states over the last few weeks? First, you had in Tamil Nadu a new chief minister, Joseph Vijay. The Congress breaking ranks in a long-standing alliance with the DMK. The DMK very upset about it even now. And then a few days later in Kerala, where again Rahul Gandhi's choice, Mr. K.C. Venugopal, was overtaken by the more popular candidate, that is V.D. Sadishan. And now you have here in Karnataka where Rahul Gandhi clearly liked Siddaramaiah, but in the meeting that happened 2 days ago in Delhi, it was Rahul Gandhi who formally told Mr. Siddaramaiah that your time is up and you need to make way for a younger leader. What do you make of all these moves? Mr. Rajgopalan, you're on mute. You have to unmute yourself, please.
It's all Rahul Gandhi's, very best efforts to bring youngsters in South India. He has been succeeding in every stage. I also say Rahul Gandhi's intention to become the Prime Minister in phase in 29 is going to go a booster from Karnataka and Kerala. But one thing is very certain, Jaka, the OBC politics Rahul Gandhi is slowly forgetting. And now that Hindutva movement is coming in all the places, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Why should the Siddaramaiah now being remembered? Because Siddaramaiah will affect in 80 constituencies in Karnataka. And similarly, Mr. Shivakumar cannot, DK Shivakumar cannot compete with Mr. Siddaramaiah. Similarly in Kerala politics, you know very well, I know very well. Ramesh Chennithala has been a tall leader. And Tamil Nadu, you are in a junior partner. Yesterday onwards, that VCK and the Congress, they started to fight like a dog and a cat. So things are not that good. Still, Siddaramaiah, you have to wait and watch. My only apprehension, Raka, which I can very share with you, only not to the viewers of the Times Now, that he may launch a regional parties.
I'd like to answer that.
Well, that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting. Remember, Siddaramaiah came into the Congress in the early 2000s. Just before 2005, he had a massive fallout at that time with, of course, Deve Gowda, the leader of the JDS. Of course, Mr. Deve Gowda at that time was promoting his son, Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy, who went on to become chief minister. And, of course, Siddaramaiah did not like that. He had only two options, either to join the Congress or to float his own party, because joining the BJP at that time did not seem like a realistic option. This time around, at the fag end of his political career, as you would have the Congress leadership believe you, they are expecting him to, in a smooth way, make way for a younger leadership under DK Shivakumar. But Mr. Siddaramaiah is a wily old player. He is not new to this kind of politics where people jump ship, where people, demand their pound of flesh. In fact, even later tonight, right after he submits his resignation to the governor, he is expected to fly to Delhi and meet with the High Command, ostensibly for a thank you meeting. But surely, knowing that the wily operator, the political operator that Mr. Siddaramaiah is, he's going there to make sure that he gets the High Command to sign off that all his loyalists, all his supporters, all his backward caste vote bank is kept intact and their interests are taken care of. We're also given to understand that his son, Dr. Yatindra Siddaramaiah, will also find a place in the new cabinet under DK Shivakumar. Shivakumar. But Syed Abbas, you know, this generational transition that seems to be happening, as Mr. Rajagopalan said, Rahul Gandhi now is not so worried about OBC politics or, you know, backwards versus forwards, caste census. He's not talking about any of that. He's just keen and intent on making sure that younger leaders take over the mantle so that it bolsters his own chances for the 2029 fight against Mr. Modi.
Dhaka, I don't think it's fair to say that Rahul Gandhi is not concerned of the OBC vote bank or the Ahinda vote bank. The fact of the matter is, it was under the Congress government that Siddaramaiah ji was made the Chief Minister first time in the year 2013. Let us also understand that he was chosen to be the Chief Minister in the year 2023. Let me tell you, under the Congress government and leadership of Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, Siddaramaiah became the longest serving Chief Minister in the history of Karnataka, even breaking the long-standing record of a Devraj Aris. So therefore, let us understand that Siddaramaiah ji has been acceptable of this decision. He will certainly not break away from the Congress party. Let us understand he's crossed the 75-year mark in politics, and now for him to start altogether a different political party is an absolutely no, and I can confirm you that. Also, as a matter of fact, let us understand there
well,
are
on
various
the age factor, let me just remind Abbas that, you know, the Congress president, Mr. Kharge, is older than Mr. Siddaramaiah. He's into his 80s now, and he continues to be Congress president as well as, of course, leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. If I can go back to Imran on this point, I think two things are worth underlining, Imran. On his penultimate day as Chief Minister, one of the last things that the Chief Minister, Mr. Siddaramaiah, did was to accept the report of the Backward Classes Commission. All right, we'll try and establish contact with Imran in a second. But the last thing that he did in the penultimate day as Chief Minister was to accept the report of the Backward Classes Commission, which, you know, was opposed by leaders like Mr. DK Shivakumar. The conventional wisdom was that that Backward Classes Commission report will show that scheduled castes are the single biggest sort of vote bank or single biggest caste and community group in the state. And it is contrary to what has been believed earlier that Lingayats and Vokaligas make the two dominant castes. Their numbers are far fewer than what was initially assumed. This was something that Mr. Siddaramaiah had shepherded. This was a political sort of weapon that he had in his arsenal. And he has chosen to, you know, employ that on the very last day of his chief ministership in a way to convey the message to the High Command that you cannot forget the backward classes, you cannot forget Ahinda politics. Imran, the decision by the Chief Minister to accept the Backward Classes Commission report on his penultimate day as Chief Minister, what is he trying to signify? What is he trying to tell both his support base and also to the High Command?
Well, Zaka, one of the first things is that it was very close to his heart as towards the Backward Class Commission report. We will see when the report earlier came out, a lot of questions were raised, including by DKS Shivakumar, and there is a strong backlash from the dominant caste there, especially Vokaliga and Lingayats communities said that they do not accept the report. There was, after Rahul Gandhi stepped in asking for to re-survey done, now the Backward Class Commission report was there. Now many people within the circles are angry that he should have accepted the report a couple of months earlier and then presented it in the last cabinet when he was presenting, assembly, where he was presenting it. He should have presented it. But now it was important that his name should be there as a backward class leader, as an OBC leader. If DK Shivakumar had brought the report or accepted the report, it would have not gone down well for his image. Number 2 point is that by this report, the findings of it, whenever it comes out, it will be very, very instrumental as far as the politics is concerned. It can always be his supporters hold DK Shivakumar to accountable that the report has come out now to implement it, because that will entirely, you know, have it's like an albatross snake on DK Shivakumar. They're always will be used by his DK Shivakumar supporters against him for demanding implementation of the report. Now, especially the Dalits and the OBCs, within the OBCs, that what you call it, Mahapichra OBCs will be lobbying for it, for that implementation of the report. So very, very explosive report. We have to see how DK Shivakumar takes it forward, but it will be as a political weapon against DK Shivakumar by Siddaramaiah supporters.
So let's bring you up to speed. If you're just joining us this Thursday morning, we're coming to you live from outside Kaveri, which is the official residence of the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah. He's having a high-powered cabinet breakfast meeting with his cabinet colleagues where he is expected to announce to them the decision that he has taken to tender in his resignation, to step down as Chief Minister and to make way for DK Shivakumar, who is the Deputy Chief Minister and the current KPCC President. He will take over as the new leader of the Congress party in Karnataka, as well as he will take over as the Chief Minister of the state of Karnataka. So the top 10 developments, the power breakfast is on right now at the residence of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. DK Shivakumar arrived here just a few minutes ago, so the breakfast has started. The entire cabinet has arrived here, including loyalists of both sides. The Karnataka governor is not in town. He has gone to Indore to meet an ailing relative. We're not sure when he's expected back in town, whether he's expected later this evening or he will come back only tomorrow. And it's likely that Siddaramaiah will submit his resignation in person to the governor right after he conveys his decision to his cabinet colleagues. So he'll have to wait for the governor to return to Bengaluru. After which, later this evening, Mr. Siddaramaiah is expected to travel to Delhi to meet with the High Command. It is being said that it's a thank you meeting for making him Chief Minister for 2 terms, but also making sure that his loyalists and his interests are taken care of. Already, talks are on for who will be part of the new cabinet under DK Shivakumar. There's a celebratory mood at DK's residence, which is about a couple of kilometers from here in Shivaji Nagar. The CLP meeting, where DK will be formally elected as the legislature party leader of the Congress party in Karnataka, that is likely to happen tomorrow. Mr. Surjewala is also here in Bangalore for the last couple of days now. And the change of leadership will happen in the state unit as well. There will be a new KPCC president, and likely Mr. Satish Jarkiholi, who's the leader from North Karnataka, will likely become the KPCC president. So these are the top 10 developments. I want to go across to Niyamika, who's joining us from Delhi. Clearly, the High Command had told Mr. Siddaramaiah a couple of days ago, specifically Mr. Rahul Gandhi had told Siddaramaiah that he expects him to step down and make way for a new leadership, a younger leadership. And Mr. Siddaramaiah, for whatever it's worth, has said that he will not go against what Rahul Gandhi has asked him to do. Just take us through, how the High Command mustered enough courage and political guts to get to this point where they could ask a tall, in fact, the tallest backward caste leader in the state to step down.
In fact, the sources within the Congress party and who are very close to Mr. Siddaramaiah have informed us that it was basically a very unexpected move on the part of the party high command. Even Siddaramaiah was also not expecting that he will be asked to resign from the position of the chief minister by the party high command. And this entire, game plan was being changed when a separate meeting between Siddaramaiah and Rahul Gandhi had taken place in the national capital. In that particular meeting, Rahul Gandhi had asked him not just to step down, but also asked him to play a bigger role in the national capital, as he was being offered certain key positions within the organization. He was being told that he can get a Rajya Sabha seat, he can be a CWC member, and he should actually he's one of the tallest leaders in the OBCs. So that was the main focus point of Rahul Gandhi in that particular conversation, that he should actually take forward this legacy of Ahinda here in the national capital, basically raising the issues which are related to the OBCs in particular. However, it is also being told that Siddaramaiah was not being very much convinced with that kind of a offer which was being given by the party high command, as it was being told on his part that there is no such major complaints for which he is now being asked to resign from this particular position. However, now it is being told that today, when he is going to have a meeting with the party high command, it is expected that he is going to ask for the accommodation of his loyalists, also for his son Yatendra Siddaramaiah as well. That
let me also go to Mr. Rajagopalan and Syed Abbas on this. So, what is being offered, Mr. Rajagopalan, to Siddaramaiah is come to Delhi, take Rajya Sabha, maybe they will even make him leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha, but he's not interested. He wants to continue to do his politics and to continue his political career here in Karnataka, which might complicate things for the new leadership, the new team under DK Shivakumar. So how do you see that?
Jaka, as I understood the Karnataka politics, a senior leader in Karnataka, close to Mr. Siddaramaiah, told me yesterday and today, the anger of Mr. Siddaramaiah day before yesterday in Delhi is now cooling down slowly. Because Siddaramaiah mentioned that in George's residence in Delhi, private residence, that Rahul Gandhi did not speak to me properly. This guy is unnecessarily provoking me, like that type of anger he had. Today it's little cool. But you asked me a pertinent question. Siddaramaiah does.
ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ್ ಅವರ ಹೆಸರು ಮುನ್ನೆಲೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಿಎಂ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರ್ ಹೆಸರು ಮುನ್ನೆಲೆಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಸತೀಶ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಹೌದೌದು ಈಗಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಈಗ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿ ಸಿಎಂ ರಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಾ ಸರ್
Sir, as a senior leader, sir, are senior leaders from the party ready to send Siddaramaiah to national politics? Because party would require him in the
High Command. As I told you, it's all up to the High Command.
Sir, when is CM oath taking ceremony expected?
All that will be decided later. Thank you.
Sir, when is it expected likely?
Thank you.
So last question, you see, sir, that if at all OBC community, how are they going to react to it if Siddaramaiah is being to step down?
And also Dalit community.
What type of repercussions do you see on the ground, sir? You know it better, you have sense the pulse, sir.
So just wait and see.
Sir, also Dalit community, please. Sir,
Thank you, sir.
Sir, especially about, is Congress ready? If Siddaramaiah...
So that was Dr. Parmeshwara, who is the Home Minister of the state, virtually the number 2 in the cabinet, saying that it has been decided that the Chief Minister will resign. The rest of the details will follow post this breakfast meeting. Samit was there speaking to Dr. Parmeshwara. Interestingly, he has not left for this breakfast meeting. The meeting has already started. What is the sense that you're getting? He's already said that the Chief Minister will resign at this breakfast meeting. He will convey his decision to his cabinet colleagues.
Well, Zaka, just now, Parmeshwara has left his residence and he has, spoke to media here and he stated clearly that Chief Minister will tender his resignation today and, High Command will take the next decision. And when it comes to the CM vote-taking ceremony, it is decided. So, a short while from now, he will be reaching the CM's residence and he clearly stated that Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has called the leaders, cabinet colleagues and also the other leaders to, thank them for, actually being with him all this time, and at the same time he has also stated, Zaka, that very soon High Command will be taking call. So we'll have to wait and see when will that happen. But one thing is very much clear, that CM he himself has clearly on record stated that Chief Minister will tender his resignation today, and after that High Command will be, because Surjewala is already here and talks with the High Command are on, and a short while from now he'll be reaching the CM's residence and there a discussion will be held, and Imran was mentioning, all the elaborate arrangements have been made at his residence, and he will be thanking all his cabinet colleagues and also other leaders, and today he will be resigning, and on CM vote taking ceremony the High Command will take decision shortly.
Okay, so the sequence of events is the breakfast meeting where he announces his resignation to his colleagues, and then he's expected to go meet the governor. There's a slight delay in that because the governor is not currently in Bengaluru. He's in fact visiting an ailing relative in Indore, is what I'm told. Thereafter, Mr. Siddaramaiah is also expected to go to Delhi to ostensibly thank the High Command, the leadership, for backing him for 8 years as Chief Minister. He now holds the record for the longest serving Chief Minister of Karnataka. He's broken the record of Devaraj Arz. And interestingly, Devaraj Arz was the last big backward caste leader in the state of Karnataka. The politics of Karnataka has oscillated between these two dominant castes, Vokaligas and Lingayats, and it was only Mr. Arz and later on Mr. Siddaramaiah with his coinage of Ahinda who broke ranks from that politics of the two dominant castes and instead came up with the larger backward caste umbrella under Ahinda, whether it was backward classes, Dalits, minorities, etc. And he created this aura around him, this image around him of being the tallest backward caste leader in the state. He will now make way for a younger leader, a Vokaliga leader, a DCM, and also who is currently the state president. He will then have to make way for another state president, and that team under DK Shivakumar and whoever is the next KPCC president will have to lead this state unit into the 2028 elections. I'll just quickly get a final word from Abbas before we take a break. You know, there's also concerns around Mr. DK's image and the corruption allegations against him, the ED cases against him. How do you see that playing out? I don't think the BJP is just going to wait on the sidelines and observe what is happening. Just take a look at what happened yesterday in Kerala, where Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan, the former chief minister, already the ED has done multiple raids against him and his daughter. Would you expect the ED and the central agencies to keep quiet once DK is elevated as chief minister? Won't these old cases come back to haunt him?
Zaka, be it Arvind Kejriwal, DK Shivakumar, Pinarayi Vijayan, or several other opposition chief ministers or leaders, we all know the Supreme Court's observation. ED is indeed acting like a caged parrot, dancing on the shores of the ruling dispensation, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party. But this will not stop the opposition. This will not stop the Congress Party from taking important positions, important leaders in important posts. So therefore, I've always believed, Zaka, with great power, there's great responsibility and equal accountability. The accountability will be set in. But the fact of the matter is, kudos to the Congress High Command for being able to bring in this smooth transition of a leader like a Siddaramaiah, no doubt, the tallest leader of the Ahinda movement. Let us also understand that this Generation Next leader coming through in the form of a DK Shivakumar is going to be path defining, because Greater Bengaluru Authority elections are around the corner.
Okay.
And we are all aware that for the last 10-15 years, the BBMP elections were not held. So this is looking forward to a new generational shift, a leadership in the right forum, and of course, all due respect to the great leadership of a
It's a new
Siddaramaiah.
generational shift. Let's see how that happens, whether it's a smooth transition or not. I want to toss across to Mr. Parmeshwara's bite. He just left his residence. He'll also be joining his cabinet colleagues here for the breakfast meeting. When he came out of his residence, he said explicitly 2 times now that the chief minister will resign today. Listen in, and we'll take a break after that.
Chief Minister has called all the ministers for a breakfast, and before he submits the resignation, he wants to thank all the ministers for their cooperation and things like that. That's why he has called a breakfast meeting.